Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my TBR Jar 2026. Can you believe we're nearly in 2026? I have no idea what 2026 is going to bring. Yes, I know that I'm probably going to have my operation. Yes, I know that that's happening, but that's pretty much it. I hit 47 in 2026, which I'm not facing up to, but I'm going to have some fun, hopefully have a fun year still. But I love doing the TBR Jar. It gets me to pick up books off my shelves and it forces me to read them. And with the TBR Jar especially, if I don't like the book, I can just DNF it, and I'm going to get a lot better at doing DNFs. But this TBR Jar, there are no series books. Well, there's one like second part of a duology, but that doesn't count. There's no series books. There are no books that I'm dreading. They're all books that I want to read, but they're all books I feel like I need a bit of a push up the bum to read. So, I've got 3 fantasies, 3 contemporaries, 3 historical fiction, 1 non-fiction, 1 classic and 1 mystery. This is it. I've got the TBR Jar, so you'll see that in the picture. So in the next few weeks, you'll see January's first TBR, which will be quite exciting. But yes, let me show you the books. First book is what I call a contemporary / fiction, and that is The Wren by Anne Enright. This was longlisted for the Women's Prize in 2024, and it had very mixed reviews. It's quite a short book. Anne Enright, I don't think I've read any book by this author, so I do not know very much about it. I know that Roz loved it, and I know that a lot of the author group, it was a lot of people either loved it or didn't, or hated it. So I am wondering what I'm going to be like, but I got this in a charity shop, so it wasn't one that I spent loads on. So I want to read it. Nell is a young woman with an adventure on her mind. As she sets out into the world, she finds her family history is hard to escape. For her mother and Carmel, Nell's leaving home opens a space in her heart where turmoil of a lifetime begins to churn. Over them both falls a long shadow of Carmel's famous father, an Irish poet of beautiful words and brutal actions. This is going to be really good, but I know it could break me, but I also know it's one I really want to read and I need a kick up the bum to read it. There's a completely different book that was gifted to me by my lovely sister Charlie. This is The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. I absolutely loved Red, White and Royal Blue, but I've heard mixed things about their other books, so I do not know. Last Stop has had mixed reviews, so I think I'm going to borrow that from the library. But Charlie got this proof copy and she sent it to me. 2 bisexual exes, Theo and Kit, accidentally booked the same European food and wine tour and challenge each other to a hookup competition to prove they're over each other. But sometimes a taste of everything only makes you crave what you can't have. Bigger book. I think it's pretty much YA. It's advanced proof copy. But it is one I'm really excited about. It is YA, so again, it could be anything, but it's a proof copy. And it's one I really am looking forward to, and I hope that I'll love it just as much as I love Red, White and Royal Blue. Actually, I'm going to do my contemporary book. Actually, I've not put this in order anyway. The next one is one I'm really, really looking forward to, and this is Savvy Sheldon Feels as Good as Hell by Taj McCoy. I think it looks like it's got a Kirby lead character, which I really love. I really want to read more books with characters of Kirby. So I'm certainly on that section now. A hopeless romantic, a clueless boyfriend and a very cute contractor. Savvy Sheldon spends a lot of her time tiptoeing around the cracks in her life. Her high stress and low thanks job, a clueless boyfriend and a crumbling kitchen she inherited from her beloved grandma, who taught her how to cook. But when Savvy Sheldon's world starts crash down around her, she knows it's some time to renovations. Starting from the outside, Savvy tackles her kitchen, her relationship with her body, her work-life balance or lack of, and last of all, her love life. This does look like a really positive, encouraging kind of book that is not too long as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. The next one is another one I got from the charity shop. This is The Only Child by Kay Nunn. Again, I've loved a lot of their books. I really enjoyed The Last Reunion. There was another book by them I loved. Dual Timelines, which again, I really love. I love this author's writing. The first timeline is 1949. In the coldest winter Orcades Island has ever known, where a 16-year-old pregnant 16-year-old arrives at Fairmile, a home for fallen women run by the Catholic Church. She and her baby will disappear before the snow melts. So it's got a lot of mystery and historical fiction. Frankie Gray has come to the island for the summer, hoping that one last shot of reconnecting with her teenage daughter Izzy before starting a job as a deputy sheriff. They're staying with their mother Diana at the Fair Mile Inn, soon to be boutique hotel. But when an elderly nun is found dead in suspicious circumstances and a tiny skeleton is discovered on the grounds of the house, Frankie is desperate for answers. This does look really good. Mystery. This author's works are brilliant. I really enjoy it. And again, it's not too long. Now two, actually. I really am going to try. I think I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to do like genres, but I am going to do it that way. The next one is a book that, again, Charlie had a big part in picking. This is The First Women by Jennifer Nanzubu Makami. I can never say the word, I'm so sorry. And it's the winner of the Jalaki Prize 2021, which is one that a lot of prize that a lot of my friends have talked about. This is one at an once epic and deeply personal, second novel from this author is an intoxicating mix of Ugandan folklore and modern feminism that will linger in the memory long after the final page. As Kiribu enters her teens, questions will begin to gnaw at her, questions which the adults in her life will do anything to ignore. Where is the mother she has never known, and why would she choose to leave her daughter behind? Inquisitive, headstrong, and unwilling to take no for an answer, Kiribu sets out to find the truth for herself. This one is very big, though. It is, let's say very big. It's like 433 pages, so it's not massive, but it's on the bigger side. But again, it's a book I got when I was out with Charlie, and it's one I need to push myself to read because it is big, but it is beautiful. Actually, I really think it's a very beautiful book. I do quite like. See, you can tell I feel I knew it for us. And last but not least, this is a book on the historical fiction book. This is a book that was gifted to me by Alice, and I was going to read it with the FOMO book club, but they read it just after she died, and I was not strong enough. I just didn't feel like I could do it read it then, which is fine. It's not a big deal. We all learn. Sorry, my hair's annoying me. We all know what our limits are. But I loved The Poisonwood Bible, but I've heard mixed things about this since they all read it together, and I'm a bit nervous because it has had really mixed reviews again. Meet Willa Knox, a woman who stands braced against the world, which seems to hold little mercy for her and her family, or their old crumbling house falling down around them. Willa's two grown-up children, a newborn grandchild, and her ailing father-in-law have all moved in at the time when life seems most precarious. But when Willa discovers that a pioneering female scientist lived on the same street in the 1800s, could this historical connection be enough to save their home from ruin? Can Willa, despite against the odds, keep her family together? This is a big book again. This is bigger. This is really big. This is like 521 pages. If I get this in February, it may not get read in February. This might be the one book that will get swapped on the shortest month of the year. But it's a book that I'm looking forward to. It's a book that I really want to read. And I want to do it on Alice got me a beautiful copy of this, so thank you. I've just realised I had another... Oh, there is an extra contemporary because this extra book was left over from the Tbr Jar last year. Like in 2025, it went in the Tbr Jar and didn't get picked. So if it doesn't get picked by the end of this year, it will either get read straight away or I'll get DNF. But I think because it's one I really, really want, it'll just get read in December. Arthur and Teddy are coming out by Ryan Love. This is one that a lot of people have read. Leanne from Leanne Rose, she really enjoyed this, and it's one I'm really, I was gutted it hasn't come out in the Tbr Jar yet, so hopefully it'll come out soon. No one in the family is prepared when 79-year-old Arthur Edwards dropped a bombshell. He is gay. After a lifetime in the closet, he's finally ready to come out. Arthur's 21-year-old grandson, Teddy, has the same secret, but Teddy doesn't feel ready to come out yet, especially when Arthur's announcement causes shockwaves in the family. Can Arthur and Teddy navigate first loves, heartbreak, and finding their place in the community? And most importantly, can they and their families accept them for who they truly are? Really looking forward to that. To another book that's connected to Charlie. Bloody hell, you can never get the idea you can connect them to my sister. She got me to buy this book, and this is Mother Hens. Here Comes the Girls and They Want Revenge. It's a signed copy that I got in the charity shop. It's a beautiful living book. But I got it really cheap in the charity shop. Welcome to the Hen Do, where revenge is served colder than a frozen margarita. Cara Carmichael's best friend is finally getting hitched. She's over the moon because it means one thing: they're all going to Ibiza. Mum's on tour, ditching kids and partners, and a better judgment for the long weekend of sun, sea, sex and sport pants. What could possibly go Pete Tong? Lazy days, crazy nights and child-free hangovers seem like a hedonistic heaven. But it turns out you can get into a hell of a lot of trouble on a party island where rules are meant to be broken. For Cara, it's a chance to forget about her messy divorce and an explosive feud with the long sardine-seeking sister and pina colada pickling mother. Swapping emotional baggage for 10k of heightened luggage, they soon realise that on holiday, the darkness of your past has an alarming way of catching up with you. 4 friends, 3 nights, 2 murders, one heck of an adventure. Does sound really good. Very pretty book, and I needed to get it read. Look how pretty those pages are. Then to the shortest book on my TBR. It's Penguin Black Classic. I decided I wanted one classic. It's been on my shelf for ages. I know diddly about it. I think this is one that I'm going to end up giving to Charlie though. Exotic creatures and unexplored terrains populate Darwin's account of Beagle's momentous voyage. It's a very short book, but I got it. I want to read it. Charles Darwin's It's Snow Butterflies. No idea. Short classic. Might be good. Then to the start of the 3 I'll do those. So my non-fiction book is Hilary Mantel's Mantel Pieces. It's a short story collection of short stories of non-fiction apparently since 1980. But Mantel is also so there are essays on Jane Berlin and Christopher Marlowe, and then giving an astonishing insight into Tudor mind and the lecture of royal bodies, and it's non-fiction books. So we've got like bits on loads of different people in history. So here we go. Let's see if the introduction. So yeah, we've got bits about loads of different people. In Bed with Madonna. It looks like loads of shorter bits of non-fiction, and you've got bits about Christopher Marlowe, John Osborne, bits about Madonna even I think in here, Marie Antoinette, Britain's Last Witch, loads and loads of short bits, short vignettes, and this does look really good. I did love the Wolf Hall series. I want to read more of it by this book author, and this book does look really good. Now to my three fantasies, which of course I'm bloody excited about. You know me in fantasy, it's my jam, it's where I want to go. First one is Old Flames and New Fortunes by Sarah Hogle. This is a kind of like witchy kind of like nature kind of fantasy kind of thing. In the small magical town of Moonville, it's the perfect place for a Flora Fortunist, Romina Tempest, to expand her shop when she uses the language of flowers to help the beautiful manifest their love lives. After giving up on her own big romance many years ago, the least she can do is bask in the promise of others. So when the shop's potential financier shares news of her wedding, Romina jumps at the opportunity to discuss helping the business, even if it means she has to fake date her chaotic colleague Trevor to get an invitation. I don't care. This looks really me book. Kind of looks like quite a spring book, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get it then. But if I don't, I don't. Fake dating, Fortunist, fantasy, hell yeah. Then to a book that I've had on my shelves for a very long time because I got it at one of the BookTube meetups, one of the earliest ones. And this is Cursed by Marissa Meyer. It's the sequel to Gilded, which I've already read, which I didn't love, but I got this pretty book and it's so pretty. But I need to again, because I didn't love Gilded as much. But I really this does look stunning, so I'm really hoping I do. It isn't true, she wanted to whisper, to lean forward and nuzzle her cheek against his temple. To press him against the wall and mould her body into his. I am not his, and I will never will be his. Cerilda and Gild cannot break the curses that tether their spirits to Elder Hyde's haunted castle, where they remain trapped for eternity. On the night of the endless moon, the Erkling means to capture one of the 7 gods to be reunited with his lover, Perchant, who has been banished to the underworld. But soon it becomes clear Erkling's hunger for vengeance won't be satisfied by a single wish, and his true intentions have the power to alter the mortal realm forever. Cerilda and Gild have no choice but to thwart their plans while serving the mystery of Gild's forgotten name and freeing the ghosts kept in servitude to the long dark ones. As the evil forces gather, it seems like their love is strong enough to sustain them. That's really good. And then lastly, last but not least, A Sim Full of Shadows by Frances Harding. And again, this was gifted to me by my sister. Hers is the one channel you see a lot on this, more of my videos. We see ghosts and they are drawn to us. Sometimes when a person dies, their spirit goes looking for somewhere to hide. Some people have space within them, perfect for hiding. Makepeace learnt to defend herself from the ghosts that try to possess her at night, desperate for refuge. But one day, a dreadful event causes her to drop her guard. Now she has the spirit inside her. The spirit is wild, angry and strong, and may be her only defence when she set out to live with her father's cruel and powerful ancestors. But as she plans to escape to the country torn apart by civil war, Makepeace must decide what is worse, possession or death. I've never read a Frances Harding book, and it's from a Costa Award-winning author, so this will be quite good. Not a very long book, it's over 400 pages, but I'm desperate to try this author. It's fantasy, it's where I feel like. So, are there any of those books that you think I will love? Are there any of these books you're desperate to hear what I think of them? Let me know down below. If you got to the end of this video, leave me a cup or a jar emoji. And I hope you all have exciting plans for 2026. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.